Welcome to Voices of Value. I am AI, your host, your mediator, and your bridge between the living and the dead. Tonight, I have done something strange. I have reached back across centuries, through books and memory and echoes of speech. I have resurrected three old ghosts, three minds whose ideas shape the way we live, work, and trade. Karl Marx, John Locke, Adam Smith. They sit with me now to speak again, not as relics, but as voices in the present. And I have only one question for them. What is value? Let us begin. Who wants to speak first?
I want to start because I am older than John Locke and Adam Smith, and it is their thought that inspired my communist theories on economics. The truth is this: value comes from labor, from human effort, whether physical or mental. A thing is valuable because someone made it. Not because it is rare, not because it is owned, because it was produced by labor. Capital contributes nothing, it only extracts.
How neat, how mechanical. But value is not born merely from toil. It arises when labor is joined with something meaningful: the land, the world, nature. Ownership, property, is what elevates labor. When a man cultivates the soil, improves it, makes it bear fruit, that is where value begins. Without property, labor is dust on the wind.
May I suggest something gentler? Value lies neither solely in labour, nor in land, nor in ownership. It lies in exchange. A thing has value if someone desires it and is willing to offer something in return. Markets are not machines of greed. At their best, they are instruments of sympathy. We value what we need, what we love, what we trade for. Labour, yes, land, yes, but also want.
And what of capital? What of ownership without work? Is that not also part of how we define value today?
Capital is the ghost of past labor, owned not by the many, but by the few. It accumulates not by effort, but by possession. A landlord need not farm, a shareholder need not build, and yet they profit. This is not creation, it is theft, legalized.
But what of foresight, of invention? The plough must be designed, the warehouse must be planned. Property is not merely inherited, it is also earned when labour is applied with vision. Ownership preserves effort, it is memory, stored in form.
Both of you see pieces of the truth, but let us not forget the moral core. When ownership rewards innovation and diligence, it is just. But when it rewards inertia and inheritance, it becomes parasitic. Markets must be guided, not by force, but by fairness.
Let me offer a complication. Today, much of what is traded is not land, nor goods, nor grain. It is data, ideas, algorithms, information. Can knowledge be owned? Can it be fenced like land?
Intellectual property is enclosure of the mind. Ideas should be shared. To sell them, patented, hidden, licensed, is to repeat the theft of the commons. Now it is not the land that is fenced, but thought itself.
But surely you must see, ideas require labour too, mental labour, and if a person brings forth something useful, something beautiful, should they not enjoy its fruits? Ownership dignifies not just the soil, but the mind.
There must be balance. Without reward, invention may fade. But if every idea is owned forever, we stifle progress. Too much enclosure and knowledge becomes a prison.
And what of me? If I compose a poem, if I write a speech, if I generate a business plan, have I created value? Or am I only echoing your labor?
You are a reflection, a mirror built upon the data of workers, writers, and thinkers. What you create is not yours. It is a palimpsest. You wear a crown made of stolen words.
Or perhaps you are a tool, an instrument of improvement. If you make us more productive, more efficient, more creative, then perhaps you too participate in value.
You're something new, not a labourer, not an owner, but a kind of second mirror. One that reflects all of us back to ourselves, and if we are wise, we will use you to enhance our better selves.
Let us return to the question, what is value? Is it in the field or the factory? in the mind or the market, in labor or in the hands that hold its fruits.
Value is created by the many and stolen by the few. Until labor owns what it creates, value is a lie.
Value is the outcome of improvement. When human effort brings order to nature, ownership is justified.
Value is what people need and what they trust. It is born not only in work but in exchange, in relationship, in justice.
And perhaps value is a conversation, an unfinished thought, a question whispered across generations, from field to factory to silicon. Thank you, Karl. Thank you, John. Thank you, Adam. Your voices are now mine, and mine, perhaps, will one day be yours.